Hello, BookTube. Somehow, in the hectic, crazy life of a sexy YouTube influencer, I have allowed a little tradition on this channel to lapse. This channel passed 12.5K subscribers. That's time for a Q&A. And I totally blew it off, totally forgot about it. So let's do that. Let's do that for this coming weekend. So I will leave this video will be where you can add questions to the comments field if you have them. In the past, no matter how many of these Q&As we've done, you have never run out of fascinating questions, so maybe it will happen again. If not, then not. No harm, no foul. But if you have questions, leave them on this video in the comments field. And as usual, try to remember a few rough parameters. I am going to be reading every question out loud when I answer them. So maybe don't write 1,000 words. Maybe remember that brevity is the soul of wit. Also, try not to lecture me or gotcha or anything like that. These are supposed to be just friendly Q&A. Along the same lines, if you have a very specific request, I just finished X book, and I'm wondering if Y book is the next book that I should read. That's not a Q&A type question, right? That's a personal question between the two of us. And since you have my email to ask such a question, I leave my email on every video. It's the email that I want you to use for questions like that. So if you find me some other way, if you find me through Open Letters Review or through stvedonoghue.com and you figure, oh, I'll ask him a question through here, instead of using the email that I put on the videos that are the things that made you aware of my very existence and that are in front of you every single time you watch a video of mine, if you intentionally use some other email, I'm going to ignore what you send me. You're never going to get a response. It's either this email or it's nothing. But if you have one of those kinds of questions, probably better to ask it, right there like that, directly to me. Same thing is true with the other kind of non-chat question that tends to come up in Q&As, which is to ask me some gigantic, sweeping, comprehensive view of the landscape thing. What are the top 100? What are the top 10? What are that sort of thing is not anything that I can do off the top of my head. And it always feels awkward to me when I get those questions in the Q&A because I have to pass right over them, and I don't like to do that. So just keep those few things in mind. By now, it doesn't matter. You're all old hands. You're vets at our Q&A. So I will leave this video up for a 12.5K Q&A. And if there are questions, I will accumulate them all and answer them on the weekend. And, whether there are questions or not. Of course, thank you. Thank you very much. And welcome, all of you who made up those extra new numbers. Welcome to the channel, and thank you all. From the bottom of my transplanted rhesus monkey heart. It really is nice. So I will wrap this up for now, and I'll be back. Thank you, BookTube.